Hello, humans of the internet. Welcome back to the Gallant Horde. We are in Elder Castle, searching for Aksel's buddy Arak, who is an orc drummer. We have met some colorful characters, gone to some bars. Apparently, we have a show now. Um, and Shaunali won her own chibi.
which Tiff gets second place
Okay.
gets. I was only playing for the marbles and to beat Will at marbles.
Fair. Well, you succeeded, so well done.
Yes, well done.
All
And
right.
because of your spelling mistake, Tiff's name is Tig now, officially.
Change approved.
Congratulations, Tig. This is now your new name. I'm sure she's thrilled. All right, folks. So you have left the Drunken Method. You have a couple of cards from Atron Bloodknuckle to tell you where to find his much more visceral entertainment when you so desire. Where are we going next?
Hand wave the gig at Nightlife.
Okay, so we have a gig at Nightlife. People come. I will say that Lindsay and Destrian do show up, but they maintain a distance. She makes some eyes, but it doesn't go any further than that.
Question.
Yes.
May I please salaciously hang off of Axel's arm on occasion?
That's up to Aksel.
Axel, may I hang off of your arm for a moment?
Yes.
Very good. All right. She makes eyes at you
Axel's-
too, but they are very different sort of eyes. They are death stare eyes.
Axel does the aloof rock star thing and doesn't even register that she's there, as far as she's concerned.
Okay.
He's just like staring into the stage lights the whole set, but
Yeah,
then
yeah.
afterwards, with the tiefling on his arm, he's just like, "You guys aren't even there."
Yeah. It's an awesome show. It's fun. It's great for you to be playing with these people again. You do dig up a drummer from somewhere else. That is
We'll
not
wait
your
till the
usual
third song to start a fight.
drummer. Who are you starting a fight with?
Gertie is gonna sit on stump.
Apparently no one.
You can start a fight with me.
All right. Gig is over. What are we doing?
Off to the address on the purple card, I
right.
believe.
Okay.
Mhm.
So the address leads you to something which looks like
So-
a. Yes, Lorelai.
Quickly, I will put a skull face on before we go, just so you know.
Okay. Cool. Aesthetics, it's a thing. Yes, Aksel.
When we're within 500 feet, Axel would like to message Arak.
Okay. What are you saying?
Dude, it's Axel. We got the whole gang here. We're coming to rescue you.
Allow me
I
to
don't-
roll a thing.
Don't think he can respond unless he can see me.
Okay.
True.
Alright. Cool. All good. So the address is like a very small kind of townhouse. It looks extremely not noticeable. There's a lot of other houses very similar to it. It's a very rundown street. It doesn't look like it's a place that gets a lot of good attention. What are you doing?
Is it purple?
It is not. Siren.
Does by looking on the outside, does it look like it would have a basement? Can we see something at a street level, like a
Not
vent
that you
or
can see from outside, no.
Okay.
It's pretty quiet, really. There's not a lot of Laura.
Not the type of place with like a nameplate.
No.
Okay.
And do we think we can get around the back?
They're kind of all joined together. It's that like city.
Terraced. Okay.
Yeah.
If
Are
only
there-
someone was small and could fly over things and then get right behind, that would be amazing.
Buzz. Anyways, are the windows? Are there windows? And if so, are they like boarded up? Have bars? Anything like that?
They have shutters that are shut.
as much. Okay, well, Honey Biscuit's gonna Honey Biscuit and fly to the backside, and then I'm
It's
gonna
mu-
look through his eyes.
It's much the same as the front side, to be honest. There's not a lot. It's
Wait.
very inconspicuous. It looks like
It's
a
a
very
building.
ordinary address.
Then I guess we have enough.
I mean, we were invited by the boss. Well, I presume he's the boss. Like, so we could just do what he said and knock on the door and say, "Atron invited us." Just a thought.
Yep. Let's.
Okay. Yes, Jen.
Oh, I would like to make a note that if Lorelai allows, Honey Biscuit is gonna hide in one of her pigtails.
Allowed.
Cool.
Okay.
Axel?
Is Arat and Aaron with us still?
I don't think they would have come with you for this, unless you specifically asked them to. They're back at the nightlife doing their thing.
They are drinking with redheads.
This is why they have asked you to come help, because this is where they're like, this is well out of their league.
Axel wants to be elsewhere right now.
All right, who is knocking
We're
on the
missing
door?
the party, man.
Who has the card?
I will knock. Knock,
Alright.
knock. I say it out loud as I do it too.
Door opens, and you see a small goblin lady. She looks ancient. Not ancient, but old. Like this is a little old lady, and she looks up at you and she goes, "Yes, hello, can I help you?"
Good evening, madam. I have been sent here by Atron. Atron?
Yep.
Is that his name? Yep. Atron?
Oh, you're one of his little friends. Very well, come on in. Wait, do you have the card? Ah,
I pull
excellent.
mine out too, just in case.
Excellent, very good. Come on in, and she kind of shuffles you all in. The front room is like a little living room, and it looks like a little old lady's living room. She shuffles you through it, and the room behind it, there are some stairs leading downwards. She obviously closes the door behind you.
Just this way? Okay. I confidently walk down the stairs.
Yes, Siren.
Just as we cross the threshold into the building, Siren's going to cast his eyes behind him, do a perception check, in case anyone's behind us, watching us come in. If they've got sentries or anything like that.
Yep, make a perception check.
Do the old bounty hunter check behind me.
Jax's goblin voice. We don't have as many goblins in this season, sorry.
20.
20.
Yeah, it should.
You don't see anyone.
Okay.
Jen?
As Gertie's walking, because she's gonna be right behind Lorelai, she's gonna kind of look for anything that seems odd, I guess. Like, oh, like watching the old lady, make sure, like, if there's like a switch or anything that's gonna be hit at some point, just kind of keep an eye out for that.
Okay, make a perception check.
Yes, that's the right mouse. Ooh, 20.
Seems like a little old goblin lady in a little old goblin lady house. Yes, Axel.
Axel's going to introduce himself and ask what her name is.
Me, little me, I am Henrietta.
Henrietta.
Yes. Henrietta Sallow Cheeks. Lovely to meet you, Mr. Axel.
Pleasure's all mine, I'm sure.
Probably. So she takes you to the top of the stairs and kind of ushers you down. She does not follow you down.
I'm down, going down.
Cool. You head down the stairs and come to a big metal door with one of those, like, this is a secret fighting ring things. What are they called? You know what I mean.
The people thing.
Like a speakeasy.
One of them, yeah.
Hello.
Door.
Knock knock. Atron sent
Eyes.
me.
Atron sent you.
Yes. I flex.
Okay. Oh, all right. The door. This big burly bouncer chap brings you in. This is what you see.
Ooh, a map.
A map.
Spooky map.
So
And
you're
who,
coming.
pray tell, made that pretty map?
This is a
Gorgeous.
Tom Cartas map, and it is gorgeous. So you're coming in the back. Let me put your guys on there.
I see him.
Oh, sold.
So, oh crap, I don't know if I got you all, but you're coming in the back there.
Okay.
He's not actually there yet. My bad. My bad.
Oh,
There are a couple of people having a fight in the center. There are people up on the edges of the tiered seating. There are definitely, people selling dodgy, the kind of dodgy food you would expect in a place like this. Fried things on sticks. And
is anyone completely got a Terry Pratchett reference in their head right now? Of the vendor?
Yeah.
100%. It's not an
it's a-
accident. Sir Terry
it-
influences a lot of my storytelling. Not gonna lie.
It's actually I'm reminiscing on my first ever Gallant Horde game right now.
Oh, your first one was the other fighting pit in Elder Castle, wasn't it?
And there
Fun
were
fact.
fried rats on sticks.
Fun fact: Atron
That's
Bloodknuckle,
interesting.
same guy.
Oh wow.
Same
And
guy.
they don't know.
You don't know, but it's the same guy.
I didn't make the connection. Jeez, that was with the
Yep.
centaur. Okay.
Yep. Yeah. When you went and rescued the centaur, the
Yeah.
guy running that fight
Mm.
pit was also Atron Bloodknuckle.
He was
Same
lovely.
chap.
We should just state he was lovely.
Yeah. Anyway, there's already a fight going on. It appears to be a fight between some sort of large mountain troll and a team of 4 little gremlin creatures. Like you know the red caps from D&D who
Mm.
kick people in the shins? It's like 4 of them. This is Pathfinder, so I don't know what they are in this, but it's that kind of vibe. It's like these 4 little fey creatures fighting a mountain troll. And they seem to be beating him mostly because he's confused by them. So this is one of the warm-up acts, obviously. There's a lot of cheering and fighting and gambling going on, and people eating things and pushing each other around. It's a pretty rough kind of environment. And you can see up at the end on the other side of the pit, there is like a closed box, like a box thing where Atron is sitting watching what's going on. Yes, Siren.
How many of the general crowd, the Milu, is open weapon carry? Some of us have come in with obvious weapons like scythes and stuff. How many others have got open
There
weapon?
are some that are clearly carrying weapons. There doesn't
Mm.
seem to be anyone stopping people from carrying weapons. The vibe is that if you come into this place, you better be able to handle yourself, and if you can't, well, that's your problem. Atron himself has what appear to be guards. There is a automaton like bodyguard standing behind his chair,
Mm-hmm.
completely still right now. And there are several kind of official looking guard people, most of whom are Oreads, who are like big stone people, kind of just wandering around and making sure nothing gets to the point where it's going to be a problem for business.
Oh, okay.
Like there's a bit of fisticuffs and a bit of pushing and that kind of stuff, but anything that looks like it's going to escalate to being actually a problem, they're stopping it with their big stone fists.
Okay.
Yeah. Magnus.
Looking at the fight, can I kind of guesstimate the rules of engagement, like weapons or not, armor or not? Does it seem to be below the belt or?
It seems to be you're in the hole. There are 2 of you. You're gonna stay there till one of the teams is unconscious. There don't
Okay.
appear to be any limitations on what they can do once you're in there. Like,
Mm-hmm.
Are people doing
Excellent.
magic while they're fighting?
Not at the moment. The specific individuals who are fighting right now are not using magic.
There's not like a poster on the wall that says like the
These are
game
the rules. Nah, nothing like that. It's very much a you go in with whatever tools you have and see who wins kind of deal. Dump. You seem the most likely to have encountered a place like this before. Do you want to just roll me I'm going to say society check?
What do I got for society? Ah, plus
Unless you can make a case for something else.
1. I don't think so. I was just imagining how to bring the place down, actually. 13.
Okay, I would say that you have some idea of places like this, and generally the rules are there are no rules, but only the people, like there's an honor thing that only the people who are fighting are involved in the fight, so they can't have external assistance, and such external assistance would be disapproved of strongly.
We're looking through a grate, right? To be able to
Yes.
see the fight.
Yeah.
How tall are the walls?
Oh, it's probably a good 40 feet.
40 feet to the stands. And then roughly how tall is the
I thought you meant like
box?
the depth of the pit.
Oh, is it below us?
Like, yeah. So the pit is below you, and then where you're standing, there's like the passageway, and then it goes up into so your ground floor is where the bottom of the stands would be.
Okay. But
and then they
we're
go up from.
roughly equal with the box at the end.
Correct.
All right, and it's just open Roman
Pretty
style.
much.
There's no like little gap they're looking through. Okay.
Alright.
He will just let the
sorry.
others roughly know what's going on.
Orla?
I forgot my question. I'm sorry.
Okay, that's all good.
Axel's just going to remind everyone that we're here to find Arak and save him and not get into a fight if we can avoid it.
Oh boy, are you with the wrong group. Stump is like, this is my jam. Siren?
Just off the back of that question, can any of the party see where the gladiators come out from? Like how they come to the pit?
So as you watch,
Mm.
the fight progresses, and the little red cap creatures manage to take the troll down and knock him out. And when that happens, the grates on the bottom on the ground open up, and like a thing comes up. Some people come drag the mountain troll onto it. It sinks. The little gremlins do a victory lap and then hop down as well. So it seems like wherever they're coming from is underneath.
And so the fight is not to the death.
No, once he's out,
Okay.
that's the end. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be to the death, at least not in this case. There's a period of time, and then another couple of fighters come up, do their thing, etc. This will continue. There is betting.
guess,
Some
yeah.
people look happy about the outcome. Some people don't. Yeah. Yes, Jordan.
Stump will turn to Lorelei.
Hello.
It looks like the losers get taken down below. If you can get him to... I mean, you could technically throw a fight and then be down there.
The winners go down there too, just as a point of order.
Yeah.
Oh, the winners go down there.
Yeah. Everybody,
I
like
think-
that seems to be where the fighters are housed, is underneath.
Yeah.
And as when you watch the second fight, you see them come up, like they're lifting up on some sort of like elevator thing into the fight pit, and then once they step off, they do their like, I'm so macho, whatever, and then the things close over the hole.
So we let Lorelei and Gertie go down there and then just tear the place apart to get out.
I mean,
I'm done
I'm
with
not
that
against fighting, actually. I think that it's the easiest way to get in where we need to be going.
Plus, in this case, Axel, there's a difference between getting into a fight in the middle of the city or getting into a fight where literally this is the purpose.
That's true. A fight could be a very good diversion.
Stump's gonna stay with Axel.
Good. You're not going to fight?
No, not here.
That is the craziest thing I have ever heard. Character growth is real.
Axel?
Axel's going to ask the bouncer dude if he's still there, where the fighters sign up.
You gotta talk to the boss, I guess. Just
Can
go
you?
around the side. He it points out that you can head down the side to where the box is. It's not a very sophisticated place. It's a big hole in the ground with it's not hard to get to where Atron is.
Yeah.
I will say maybe only one of us should sign up for fighting because we don't want to fight each other.
Wasn't it a team of 2?
There seems to
Thought
be
I heard that
variety.
earlier.
So there are
Yeah,
some
it's
cases
different.
where what they've done in the first fight you saw, what they had done is they'd matched it because there were 4 tiny people and 1 large person. As depending on how long you've watched this for, the second fight is just a 1-on-1, like 2 big beefy
Okay.
dudes going at it. So it seems to be that there's some variety in the way it's handled.
I would think that a stance team and a battle team would probably be the smartest, so that nobody is by themselves.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, try not to fight each other if possible.
I don't think they
Okay.
would. That'd be less entertaining. But
I would
you never know.
disagree. Well, heading
So
to the boss then.
Yeah, we should circle around.
Okay, so you circle your way around to Siren.
As we start moving, Siren will let Mayhem out. Can't believe I'm going to do this. And Mayhem's very interested to see whether they can climb down and get into the pit because they're tiny. They reckon they might be able to squeeze through that grate.
There are like big spiky things from the edge of the pit that are there precisely to stop people from doing that exact thing. And when Mayhem starts to head in that direction, there are what the Oreads show up and prevent him from jumping in.
Okay.
It's
Kitten pose. Okay.
All right, so you head around. There are 2 Oread guards standing at the entrance to the box.
hello.
We whip up the card.
They kind of give you a long look, and then one goes, "Moment, please," and goes inside, and then comes back out, and he goes, "Pale one, pink one, you can come."
Okay.
After you, pink one.
Okay,
Yes,
fair
Axel.
one.
Axel will ask, I'm their trainer, could I go with them?
Boss says, "Pale one, pink one."
But who's going to do their hand wraps? They're fighters, they don't know how to do it.
Boss says, "Pale one, pink one."
Wow, you really are sharp as a marble. Let's go.
I'm pretty pale.
He just gives you a long. This is not someone who thinks for himself.
This is a pale group.
It is a pale group. You're right. But you're all summertime tanned compared to Magnus.
Inside to the boss? Is that where we are going?
Yes.
All right.
He will show the
See you
2
in a
of you
while,
in.
guys.
What are the other 4 doing? Are you just hanging?
Gertie is gonna take Stump's hand and look through Honey Biscuit's eyes because he's hiding in her pigtail still. So,
Okay.
Or no, use the ears, not the eyes.
Yes, Axel.
Axel's going to go blend into the crowd in the stands.
Okay. Cool. Siren, are you going with Axel?
Siren wants to do a circuit, collect his wayward familiar, and then he's looking perception check. He's looking for people who are like the bookies who are running the fights, who are
Yep.
running the odds.
They're pretty obvious. There are a couple
Yeah.
of them wandering around with like clipboards.
Might need a perception check though, because I'm looking for tattoos on those people.
Oh, okay. Yes, you would need a perception check then.
Okay. Do you want it
Jordan,
now or when you?
Yeah.
Okay.
go ahead.
He'll gently guide Gertie, but he's not leaving Axel alone. He doesn't need him to do anything stupid. So
Okay. So he's following Aksel.
Wait, is it Axel doesn't need Stump to do anything stupid, or is it Stump that needs Axel to not do anything stupid?
He's
Yes.
Stump doesn't need Axel to do something stupid. Stump can do stupid stuff.
No, he can't.
No one else. No one else gets hurt. Stump gets
Uh,
hurt doing his own dumb stuff.
What was your perception check?
27.
Ooh.
None of the bookies have tattoos,
Mm.
but some of the crowd do.
Okay, noted.
A couple here and there. You notice tattoos of the winged variety or caterpillar variety.
Thank you.
Jax, that's a very different tattoo. So, is it a mix of wings and larva, or is it more larva, less wings?
It's more caterpillars, but there
Mhm.
are one or two winged ones.
Okay.
No full open wings though.
Okay.
All right,
We will note that down.
Lorelei and Magnus.
Yes.
You are escorted into the box. Atron stands to greet you. He like comes around the chair and he goes, "Ah, you came! I'm just delighted. What do you think of our little operation here?"
It was surprisingly easy to get into.
Well, we wouldn't make any money if no one could get in. It's the getting out that's fun.
Are we not supposed to get out?
Well, that depends entirely
On what?
on whether we make wages and what the stakes of those wages are.
So just for common knowledge, am I trying to make money or no money?
I suppose that depends on the nature of the agreement. Are
What would
you
prefer?
here simply as spectators today, or are you interested in perhaps working for me for a little bit?
What do you offer?
The opportunity to showcase your talents and perhaps make some coin in the process. One
How
way
much
or
coin are we
another.
talking about?
Depends how good you are.
Okay, so a lot of
Generally
coin.
speaking, first-time fighters wager, if you win, I will give you a small percentage of our takings based on the gambling. People usually bet against newcomers. If you win, we make money.
So if we make more of a show, they would bet harder.
Potentially,
A longer fight that is interesting is more interesting.
of course. Also, people who have a certain showmanship. I feel like the two of you would be an excellently showy team. Interesting complexions and your extremely juxtaposed temperaments make for a fascinating combination. If I put you up against one of my regulars, it could be a fun endeavor.
I'm starting to grow tired of being reduced to my complexion, especially considering he's going to be covered in red soon.
Yours or other people's?
Yes.
A little bit column A, a little bit of column B.
Well, all I'm saying is there's an aesthetic and it's working for you. Now,
I turn to the pink one.
if
I'm
you
down.
were to accept my wager, what you would be wagering is your time. Should you lose, you will stay for a period of time until I have decided that you have paid off your debt.
But if we win, we go.
If you win, you get coin, and then you may choose whether to stay or go.
If we are being sent there as a team, and one of us go down, does that person have? Like,
That's not
do you
how
consider
it
it to be
works.
lost?
Our team games are usually an all or nothing kind of thing.
Okay.
The fight will continue until one team is eliminated.
Okay. Well, let's get some colors down there.
Yeah.
So we have an agreement. You win the fight against a team of my best, of more or less equal skill. Well, equal numbers. I do not know your skill levels. If you
We'll
win,
see.
you get a cut of what I've taken from the fight and your freedom. If you lose, you stay and fight again
Until we win.
until you win.
And I have your word that if I win today, I get to leave this place unmolested.
My business would be useless if I did not keep my word.
Of course. But I like to have the word.
You have it.
I extend a hand to shake.
He shakes your hand.
I also shake.
Well,
Question.
yes.
He's still wearing those leather bracers, or has he
Yes.
done a wardrobe change?
No,
Okay.
he's still wearing them. Well, I'm excited to see what you do.
Go easy on me, though. It would be a really bad fight if we got smooshed right away.
Somehow I don't think you will get smooshed right away. Granite, he calls, and one of the guards comes out. Take them downstairs. Let them get prepared for their endeavor. I think we'll have them fight the orc and the hobgoblin. I feel like that would be delightfully fun. He escorts you away. Axel, the rest of you are in the crowd still, right?
Yeah, but like Gertie is listening through the bee. So once they get start taking down, then she kind of gives them the rundown.
Cool. So the two of you are taken downstairs. There is a number of it's almost like it's funny you said a dormitory earlier, a dormitory of fighters, because it is a bit like that. Like there's like little kind of room is a generous term. It's like a little alcove with a bed in it, basically.
I was fully talking about gladiatorial
Yeah.
situation
Like-
as a joke.
It is pretty much that's kind of the vibe. There is almost a buffet of the sort of food you would expect fighters to want to fight. It's a lot of protein, and there are, like training areas, weights to lift, all that kind of shit. And people, it doesn't seem like people are particularly upset about being there. Like nobody's in chains or anything. There are a couple of pens that have animals in them, like the classic gladiator lions and shit. But yeah, and a number of rather buff, tough-looking people getting themselves ready for a fight, including a group of red caps who are just arguing in a way that makes you think that that's just how they communicate with each other. Siren.
When Lorelei and Magnus were led away, and we've gone back into the crowd, is there a way that we can swoop back around and try and sneak our way in? Can we try and infiltrate
You
that?
could try, but there are a lot of Orion guards hanging around there. They don't want the general public talking to the fighters. because of the danger of match throwing and all that kind of shit.
Sure. Yeah, that makes sense. Well, Siren will, when he gets back from his sojourn around the crowd, he'll present that as an offer to Aksel, Stump, and Gertrude. We could try and infiltrate him.
I mean, I can make 2 of you invisible.
I can go invisible myself.
Technically, I can make 4 of us, but one of them is special, and you can hurt people while you're invisible, so it doesn't last as long.
And if I close my eyes, I feel as if I am invisible, which is not the same, but it's still a useful feeling.
Axel's gonna message Magnus. Actually, no, he's gonna message Lorelei because she might be able to message back. without
Bye.
seeing
Yeah.
him. And say, can you see him?
Can I see him?
There are a number of orcs down here because orcs are physically predisposed to this sort of thing.
There are a number of orcs down here, but I could probably yell his name and see who looks at me.
Or his tattoos or his vest, as I described him in the
Oh yeah.
travel chat.
Oh yeah.
And his
yeah.
like he has a mohawk.
He does have a mohawk. I mean, with the tattoo description and the mohawk description, you can definitely identify which orc is probably Aksel's drummer, and he is in fact there.
Yeah, a funny thing too, Axel, just so you know, I'm sure Gertrude has already told you. We were told we are fighting an orc.
What's the what terms have you agreed to?
Oh, if we
we got
lose,
relayed that by
Yeah, I
Gertrude.
assume Gertrude has filled you in on that stuff.
Yes.
I'm gonna, if Arak fights, I'm gonna try and wager his freedom somehow.
Or our victory prize could be his freedom. Magnus and Lorelei could fight and
Yes.
take their money, not their payment, not in coin, but in his release. Perhaps.
For someone who
pay
doesn't
for
have an
release?
economy where they live, you really get this. Sorry. Said in character.
This guy gets it. This guy gets it.
I
Yeah.
absolutely understand leverage and power.
Let's
No.
see who you end up fighting.
I'm just gonna go have the bee go talk to him, but maybe that's not a good idea.
Your
I-
content's has manifested into a small bee.
I'll use message to tell, keep Magnus updated on the conversation that's had, and I ask him, should we scope out which of the orcs typically fights with a hobgoblin, or?
I will. Can I respond to this message or?
You can because you can see me.
Okay. I would say I will walk around and see what kind of pairing they have.
Sure.
And I would
I'm
like
going to eat an egg.
Fair.
I would like to just walk around and look who I can see.
You do see a hobgoblin and a different orc, who seem to be buddies, or at least, a team, like they're hanging together.
Doesn't match the description?
It's not the same orc, no, different orc.
Okay. Well, in that case, we don't have to pull our punches.
Right. Well, after some time passes, Atron Bloodknuckle stands in his box and he goes, "Ladies and gentlemen, and others, we today are delighted to introduce some new fighters to our little endeavor. What did you call yourself? The Maven of Death?"
Yeah, that's Elzarin has called her like a few different names, and I believe that was one of the ones he used on her. So that was like what came to mind.
We tonight are going to have the true pleasure and privilege of watching the Maven of Death and her spirit associates take on the crowd favorites, Thrasher and Basher. The crowd, there's a lot of cheering at that. These are clearly people that are popular. Yes, Jen. Hello.
When he does that, can Gertie go bet for her friends to win?
Absolutely.
She's gonna bet the
Yeah.
10 gold.
Okay. Oh God, I've got it. Hey, Adam, set me up a book. I don't want to keep track of it. The odds are definitely in the favor of the
Favorites.
the regulars. Yeah.
The hometown advantage, yeah.
Yeah. You just said for fuck's sake. Just keep track of who bet what, and we'll figure out the details later. All right. Downstairs, you see a couple of people like hustle over to Thrasher and Basher, and also to you two, and go, right, come on, showtime, let's go. And there are 2 platforms that you can go and stand on that will lift you up into the ring. So the 2 go onto the one, and then you 2 would be on the second platform. So if you give me a hot second to sort myself out.
I would give them a little wave.
They
and
do
I
not
would be
wave back.
like,
They just glare.
People won't take you if it's not your time.
All right. So we have a orc. Have those are our 2, Thrasher and Basher. Thrasher is the hobgoblin. Basher is the orc. And then we have you 2 can put yourselves on the other one. I'm going to have to reorganize my scene because. Sorry, bear with
It's
me.
like the hexes are back together again, but this time he's an underground boy.
Indeed. All right, bear with me. Sorry. This took a turn. I should have expected it. Now that I'm thinking about it, but I didn't because. So, give me. That. Thrasher and Basher. Because I had Thrasher ready, and then you decided to send 2 people to fight, and I had to make a second person. Oh, where are you? Please talk amongst yourselves while I.
Magnus, I'm so excited we get to do this together.
How much of a
It
show
sounds
shall we
cool.
make this?
You say the word, and I will turn into something gross. Oh, not gross. I'm a dragon today, I think.
Intimidating, let's call it.
As soon as you call for it, I will do it. But we should warm up first, you know? Get a few good hits in first.
Oh, yeah.
You guys got this. Woo, woo, woo. Buzz, buzz.
Also, if
in
the
a pocket.
viewers want to bet some subs, knock yourself out.
That's a
I
good way to
got-
do it.
I got a
we
question about semantics.
We should do that. I'm trying to figure out how to do an encounter that only has some of you in it.
Is that for initiative order?
Well, it's just.
If
Oh, hang on.
Come
I think
on,
I have
Coach,
it.
sub
I've
me
worked
in.
it
I'm
out.
ready to go.
I've worked it out. Maybe.
Meanwhile, is all of you here on the Discord server? Because a lot of magic is happening there. Please join.
it's true.
All right, let's just take some people off the stage. Maybe. Off camera. Thank you. Off camera. Thank you.
Hey, Shonley,
Hmm?
do you think
Not often.
Do you think looking at somebody counts as interference?
This is the semantic question. Looking?
If
No.
Well, I have a question. The bee is in there. So,
In my hair.
well, he has a thing that if he is not detected by an enemy and they're right next to him, that enemy gets frightened 1.
All right, so we have Thrasher, we have Basher. I'm gonna leave the rest of you on in case you want to do stuff.
Donner and Vixen and
Yeah,
Yeah.
They're sent as bully reindeer.
And let us go. So you are in the arena. And the top of our initiative round is Lorelei.
Just
Yes.
one thing before the fight actually starts.
Yeah.
Once we are in the arena in perfect view of the audience and the other guys, I will just stare at the other guys, smirk a little bit, and make a little bit of a show by removing the armor and the shield and just dropping them on the ground.
Okay. Okay. Cool. All right, Lorelei, you are top of the round.
I am going to... It's a lot of movement, but I'm going to use 2 of my actions to do it.
Hmm.
And I am just going to run full tilt for the guy that is in front of me.
Okay.
Giggling the whole way.
Giggling.
Yes.
He looks perturbed.
And as I'm running, I'm doing that thing where running and then suddenly the scythe, you can see it coming from behind her, and it's just a swing once she gets to where he
Okay.
is.
So that is Thrasher that you are
Yes.
swinging at.
And hopefully this hits. It would be really a shame if I'm coming out of here. Does a 29 hit?
It does.
Is that a crit? Okay. That is only 9 points of magical slashing damage.
Right.
That is my turn.
Cool. I'm gonna skip the rest of you unless you tell me you don't want me to. Never mind. Stump, it's your turn.
Stump is going to get as is going to try and run over and get as close to them as possible.
Mhm.
Where was I? I think it was here. This one on the left is the orc.
Yes.
And as
Technically,
loud as he
Basha.
can, Basha.
Yeah.
Basha. He's going to yell as loud as he can, "Hey, you orc coward, look at me." See if he can get him to turn around for a second.
Okay. Make a. I'm gonna say diplomacy.
Diplomacy. Okay.
Yeah. Because
And then
he's
there's 15
focused on
orc
his
spectators
fight,
that
so
look at you.
You're trying to. You're trying to.
15.
Okay. He doesn't. He's focused.
He does not.
Yeah.
Darn.
That's fine. That's
Yep.
you.
I won't be able to do the thing I wanted to. Oh.
Gertrude, did you want to do a thing?
Yes, so she's gonna cast sorry, gotta find it. Her hex. Shroud of Night on herself. Because so she willingly fails it, so she's cast into darkness and so she can't see anything. But because her familiar has familiar of stalking night, when she casts or sustains a hex and the familiar is concealed, hidden, or undetected by an enemy, they become frightened 1. So whoever is next to Lorelei right now becomes frightened 1.
Okay. Okay. Yep. That's a loophole, but yep, alright. Cool. Alright, that brings us to the orc. Who is... He has a club. He is just going to lumber over and smack Lorelei with the club.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That is a dirty 20 to hit.
Nope.
Second swing, 23.
Nope.
Very dodgy. Sorry, I just realized what I said. He grunts in disappointment. Axel?
And I giggle at him. Free action to giggle.
Axel?
Axel is going to just quietly noodle on his guitar and cast Inspire Defense on Lorelei because she's closest.
Tell me about that spell. How does it work? Do you have to be able to see her? Is it a line of fire? What is the
It
situation?
says cast verbal, so he doesn't even have to play his guitar. So he's going to do something like, "You can do it! Cut his fucking head off!" And you and all allies in the 60-foot emanation gain a +1 status bonus to AC and saving throws, as well as resistance equal to half the spell's level 2 physical damage. It's a level 4 spell.
Okay, so that only takes Lorelei.
Hang on, I need to look at it because there's a thing, but I don't know if it's going to kick in this case or not.
Hmm.
Spell is it?
Sorry?
Which spell is it?
Inspire Defense.
Ah, I see. Okay. No, I would say in this case, what happens is you cast it, and as it kind of emanates from you, as it hits the spikes at the top of the pit, they deflect it.
Does
Because
Axel
this
know
is-
that?
This, I would say you probably do, because it's pretty obvious. But the whole point of this is to stop people in the stands from magically influencing the fight.
Okay.
Gertrude's one slipped past because the familiar was with Lorelei, so technically the magic didn't have to pass through that space.
That
But I
is
would say
fair.
in your case, it does have to pass through that space, so it gets deflected.
So does that mean I don't, because it didn't land, I don't lose the focus point?
No, you still lose it because you still casted it. And any allies not on the other side of that field would still be affected. So technically you and your friends in the stand are
Beefy
now
now.
affected by that spell, but Lorelei is not.
Hey, not quite getting magic right is kind of Axel's thing. So
Yeah. This is designed to stop exactly what you're trying to do, which is magically influence the outcome of the fight.
Okay, that's good to know.
Yeah.
Hang on, can I do something else? Let me just see where I am in my action economy.
Jordan, are you reacting to this in some way?
Actually, I had a question about earlier. When we were watching the bouts, sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to quickly say, Axel messages Gertie and says, as my last action, and says magic doesn't cross the spikes.
Yeah. Yes, Jordan, go ahead.
When we were watching the fights earlier, were the people in the stands, whether they lost a bet, were happy, or just angry about what's going on, were they throwing things into the arena? Trash, beer?
Occasionally, but again, that all seems to not get through whatever barrier is there. Because things thrown into the arena could then be weapons. And the whole point is you fight with what you walk in with. So Gertie loopholed that shit with Honey Biscuit, but I don't think, yeah, because technically it didn't actually have to pass through it. Yeah, that's why I was like, how does this work? No, I think you're good. Make sense?
Completely.
All right, Mr. Siren. Do you want to do anything?
The only thing Sirens would be keen to do is to sidle closer to the guards and using diplomacy, spend a minute just chatting.
Okay.
And then next round he'll try and coerce his way in.
As
We'll
in
do that.
downstairs.
Do that, yeah. Do that
Okay.
later.
Yeah, let's just do the fight.
Yep.
I think at this stage. All right. Which means it is Thrasher's turn, who apparently is now frightened. For some reason, he does not understand.
He's doing that thing where there's a bee, so you kind of like, for
He
6
doesn't even
seconds.
know the bee is there. He's just randomly frightened and he doesn't understand why. Bless him.
He's fighting the
Alright,
maiden
so
of
we made
death.
him frightened. Okay. So he is going to, nevertheless, attempt to smack Lorelei with his glaive. I've made him frightened, so it'll have all the requisite negative thingy things. So first attack is a 37.
That will hit.
He is stronger than his buddy. You will take 18 points of slashing damage.
18.
Then
Got
he will,
it.
he will try again. This was a natural 20.
Mm-hmm.
33.
Mm-hmm.
That is a crit.
Yeah.
You will take 38 points of slashing damage.
Whoa.
Crit.
Mhm.
Then his third attack is only a 14.
It does not hit.
That's him. Magnus.
All right, I'm going to use 2 actions to do a sudden charge and run twice my speed for 50 feet, arriving in front of that guy. And while I'm running, I'm yelling, "Hey, Shitstain, you're mine!" And I will launch an attack with my longsword.
Okay, that's the orc, yeah?
Yes. That would be a measly 12, but I would like to reroll that with my Twitch inspiration if I
Yep.
could. Let's try that again. 22.
22 will hit.
Okay, which will make 10 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
And for my third action, I would like to basically Spartak him, kick him in the chest to trip him.
Okay.
So I have to attempt an athletics checks against the target's reflex DC.
Okay.
My athletics shall be a 22 as well.
Need his whole.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
There it is. Sorry, what was it?
22.
That
Like,
succeeds.
that succeeds?
Yep.
Okay, which means that that motherfucker is now prone.
Okay.
And he... no, he was not a crit, I assume.
No.
No, okay, so he's just prone, so that's
Cool.
something.
All right.
And that's my turn. Thank you very much.
Yeah, you will definitely be able to tell already that
Mhm.
Basher, the orc, is definitely not as beefy as Thrasher, the hobgoblin.
Oh, I assume, and that's also why I focused on this one.
Cool.
Level 2, baby!
That is your turn. Lorelei. Back to you.
I'm wondering if it is time. I don't know if we have given a good enough show just yet.
Do you ask that out loud?
No, because she doesn't have time to have a whole conversation.
Yeah.
This is just a thought
Mhm.
process inside her brain.
Mhm.
So you know what? I'm going to hit him again with my
Okay.
scythe.
Okay.
A 24 to hit.
That misses.
I will try again. 24 to hit. Jeez Louise. So that does not hit. And I suppose I will try again and just hope that I am rolling less beans. 30 natural 20 to hit.
That hits. That is a crit.
Because of my weapon, I actually get a bonus die for crits. So I
Mhm.
get to roll 3.
Mhm.
That is 24 points of magical slashing.
Okay. 20. All right.
And that is
That's
my
you.
turn.
That is you. Sweet. Do the people in the audience want turns? Or can we just let this fight happen? No? All right. Stop. Go.
Just
Stump's just going to move to the other side of Axel. He's going to move a little bit further. He's still going to keep an eye out, and he's going to keep yelling,
Okay.
hopefully to get their attention. But
Yeah.
he's going to be on the other side of Axel.
and
Okay.
just to note that Gertie's just gonna sustain this hex, so that way it keeps the frightened one.
Yep. Cool. So that is all you're doing. Right. It is the orc's turn. He is going to smack Magnus because Magnus smacked him, and that seems fair.
From the ground?
Oh, hang on. He's going to stand up, I guess.
In that case, at the moment he stands up, I will use a reactive strike to hit him,
Okay.
which shall be a 22 again. Okay. For
That
11
hits.
points of slashing.
Okay. He
Really?
already
You
looks.
don't want to stay down?
He already looks rough. He does not want to stay down, and he is going to smack you now that he is standing. That doesn't knock him back
Okay.
down again, right? That's just a reaction.
No, it was just a
Cool.
opportunity attack, basically.
He is going to attempt to smack you with his club.
Yes, please.
24 to hit.
That hits.
Please take 14 points of bludgeoning damage.
Sure.
He does only get to smack you twice because he had to stand up, though.
How many did you say?
14.
14, thank you.
Yep. And then a second hit, 22 to hit.
Hits.
That is another 7 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
That is his turn. Aksel, do you want to do something? Just watching? Siren, you're chatting up the guards.
I don't like the phrasing, but yes.
Thrasher! Thrasher is going to once again smack at Lorelei with his glaive, which I think technically is the same weapon, isn't it? Didn't we just?
No, I've got a scythe.
Yeah, but did we not just
Pathfinder actually has scythes.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right, that is 38 to hit. Oh, that's another nat 20. Jesus.
That'll hit. That'll hit. Only because it's sure.
Please take 42 points of slashing damage.
42, yay.
I need to know how you're able to roll that kind of damage when I on a crit can only do 24. Like that's crazy.
He is a fighting build. You are
Yeah.
not. That is what it is. And then also it's nat 20. He also gets the
Yeah.
extra die with a nat 20, which is why I thought it might be the same weapon. Anyway, his second hit is 15, so I think that misses you.
Yeah, no.
And the third one is 21, which I think also misses you from memory.
Yeah.
So when he hits, he
does-
hits fucking hard, but apparently
Yeah,
he
what
can't
does
hit.
frightened do? Does it just give you like a
It reduces his the modifier to his hits, I think. But apparently
All
not
checks
enough.
and all DC
Yeah.
minus
DC
1
drops
for
by 1 as
frightened
well.
1.
And I think it makes him harder to hit. I mean, easier to hit.
Ooh.
Yeah, I don't know. I put it on, so it should be doing it by itself.
Yeah, I was just curious because I
Yeah.
don't normally do
Yeah.
that one.
Magnus,
Yes.
your turn.
I will use two actions, to do an intimidating strike on the orc.
Huh?
And I will just spit some blood in his face and attack.
Okay.
So
What
that
is there a save against your intimidation, or is it just a thing that happens?
It's just if I manage to hit, he gets frightened 1,
Okay, cool.
which will be a 18 to hit.
18 hits.
Okay.
So he's
So
also
8
frightened
points.
now.
8 points of slashing, and he's frightened 1.
Okay, he's no longer prone though.
No, he's not.
Yeah, Magnus.
Until I use my third action to Sparta kick again and trip him.
Okay.
So athletics against his reflex DC.
Huh?
Oh no,
This
that's gonna be an 11.
Yeah, no, that doesn't work. I could
Ah,
bless
you're
now,
learning.
he's frightened,
Good.
but no. Right, so that's you.
Yes.
Cool. Lorelei.
Lorelei, who is still happy and smiling and giggling, says, "I think it is time."
I giggle
Yes.
ominously.
I need a large red dragon token, please.
Oh my
Oof.
god. I don't know if I can promise you a red dragon. Let me see what dragons I have in my box.
I felt like red was just the easiest way to define it
Oh,
because
I do. I have an
Yeah.
ancient red dragon. We'll just make it smaller than normal ancient red
Yeah.
dragon. So
I need
large
it to be
is
large,
yeah, that big. I will make it so you can move it around.
which gives me 10 temporary hit points.
And that's you've turned into this, yes?
Oh, yes, that is me. Lorelei
Wow.
is that dragon.
Cool. I've just moved your Lorelei token away.
Yeah. For those who are unfamiliar, this dragon is actually a diabolic dragon.
Mhm.
So it does look like a dragon from the depths of hell.
Excellent.
For
Well, if they weren't
funsies,
frightened before, which they both are, they're like, oh shit.
yeah.
Still not a wall
Uh,
of flesh though.
Point of order. Atron in the box is cheering and clapping at this point because this
Yeah.
is the kind of show that brings people in.
Yeah, and then I am going to go for a jaw attack.
Okay?
So that is my attack modifier is plus 22, so I have to roll a d20.
Who are you
11 plus
attacking?
22. My hobgoblin.
Okay.
That's
Yep.
only 33 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
That hits.
It does.
And just to be sure of what I'm rolling here, it is going to be 2d12 piercing
Uh-huh.
plus 2d6 fire
Uh-huh.
plus 6. So,
Okay. I'm just checking if he has any. I don't think he has any particular instances or anything. Nah, so you can just give me a total.
okay, excellent. So I'm going to roll the d12 first, plus 6. Hold on. Sorry,
Yeah,
it's
the hand.
Talk to the hand.
okay. Oh, fuck! I pressed the wrong button. I can roll it all at once. Fuck yeah. Oh. Is it going to matter what the damage type is? You said no, right?
No.
Okay, so that is 23 points of damage.
Cool.
And that is my turn because casting that spell is 2 and then a bite.
Cool. Stump, do you want to do a thing?
Upon seeing the dragon, can he take off his cleaver and just roar as loud as he can?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. Yeah, that's what he's doing. He's going to get into it now.
Gertrude, you're just maintaining the thing. The orc. The orc is going to turn his attention on the dragon because it's a fucking dragon. And attempt to smack the dragon with his great club. Probably not the smartest move, but he's not the smartest guy. Does a 28 hit your dragon?
I'm doing math. Does a 28? No.
No? Cool. How about a natural 20 for 24? Presumably it doesn't
I
hit,
mean-
so then it's just a success, right?
Yeah, because my AC right now is 31.
So the nat 20 just knocks it up a notch, so it becomes a success, but
Yeah.
not a crit success. So you take 14 points of bludgeoning damage. he manages to make contact. So basically, he has to roll an nat 20 to just hit you.
Yeah.
Is what this comes down to. He does not do that the third time. So that's his turn. He is no longer paying any attention to Magnus. He is very distracted.
Oh.
Axel, do you want to do anything?
Nope.
Siren, you still chatting up the guards?
Yes.
Thrasher! Thrasher is going to hit the dragon 3 times. These guys are one-trick ponies. 30 to hit. That doesn't hit,
No.
does it? Fuck. 26? Nope.
Nope.
17? Nope.
Nope.
They are so out of their league right now. Oh no. Magnus, it's your turn.
Okay. if you'll allow it, I would like to use 2 actions to do a charging strike, but decomposing the movement as such. I would like to move roughly over there, and all the while just like getting the crowd to cheer up and getting them hyped and getting them, come on, and like bumping my chest and everything, and using the second half of my movement to come charging back into his back and
Yes,
unleashing the attack.
absolutely. I will definitely allow it because that suits the environment perfectly.
That's going to be a 20, dirty 20.
This is the orc, yes?
Yes.
That hits, yes.
Okay, that's going to be, a measly 5 points of damage.
Okay.
And
He is looking rough.
okay, for my third action, I would like to try something. I would like to try to shove him and push him under the paws of the giant red dragon.
Okay. Athletics?
So that's going to be athletics against his 42 DC. Which might not be in my favor, but still, might as well try. I will use my hero point to reroll that shit.
Okay.
28 for natural 20.
Absolutely. He is underneath the dragon's feet.
And-
Technically, he is prone.
Also, since it was a critical success, it was, right? Because I
Yeah,
natural 20.
If it's a nat 20, yeah.
Which means I can also stride after it, moving in the same direction. So basically, he's pushed under Lorelei, and I'm moving 1 square in his direction at the
Okay.
same time.
Cool. So he is, yeah. We'll leave you where you are for now because.
Okay, just for like,
just so we can see what's
clarity.
going on.
It's just to
But-
make sure that since I am at his current spot, I am within melee range of the other
Yeah.
other guy.
Ah, okay. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
That's my turn.
I tell you what we can do then. I will move
Mhm.
him here, but we will assume
Yeah,
he is
okay, yeah, that makes more sense.
under the dragon's feet. All right. Cool.
Okay, that's my turn.
Sweet, sweet, sweet. Excellent. Lorelei.
I have a logistical question.
Yeah.
If a 30-foot cone was to emanate from me, I can get both of them and not Magnus, correct?
I mean.
He is
I
under
can-
you, the
I
other
can
one is in front
readjust.
of you.
You
Yeah.
are aiming down.
Logistically, it makes sense to me.
I suppose yes. Yes.
Because if I need to use an action to move, I will.
I think you could probably just step, which I don't think is a whole action.
Okay.
So yeah, yeah.
Okay. So,
Oh.
they they need to make a basic save against my spell DC.
What
Base.
kind of save? Just a
Yep.
D20.
The base, it's just called a basic save. It's its own rule, I think.
And I assume that's just a standard D20 then. I'm gonna roll one of their 0 things, if that's alright with you.
Okay.
So the orc rolled a 7,
Mm-hmm.
which I'm guessing is gonna fail.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And it's gonna hurt.
I will have to subtract because go away. You don't have any 0s. And Thrasher rolled a 10.
My DC is 32.
So they couldn't hit it anyway.
I don't know. I can only assume that it doesn't really say what a critical fail would be for this, so I'm just going to roll the regular,
Yeah.
which is 10d6 fire damage.
Oh, they're fucked. Well, the orc is definitely fucked. The orc does not have 10 hit points left, so
Barbecued.
Okay, so this will be fire damage, 40 points, 40.
Oof. Okay. So the orc is fried to a crisp.
Yeah.
Thrasher. Shit. Sorry, hang on. I pressed the wrong thing. Did 40.
Yeah.
I'll scroll down to 40. Alright. He looks fucked. He is not a well guy.
Is,
Because What?
is there like some rule with like in D&D where if the hit points is so much into the negative that it's an insta kill?
Yes, it hasn't quite hit that point. It was
Oh.
just it was slightly it was close. It was close. It was close.
That's awesome.
so Deer
Yeah.
Thrasher is still within range, and because I only had to
Yes.
use 2 of my action economy for a breath weapon, I did roll my d4, and I'm not allowed to do it for another 3 rounds.
Okay. I don't think they're gonna last 3 rounds, but sure.
Who knows? So I am also going to do I'm going to do another jaw attack,
Okay.
which was a plus 22 to hit.
That misses.
I'm just going to use my fist just for speed. So that's a 38 to hit.
Oh, yes, that hits. That's a crit.
Oh, okay. So jaw is the 2d12, 2d6 plus 6.
With the crit box ticked.
Yeah. I don't know if the
I don't
crit
think it's gonna
box
matter.
ticks
Just
for
roll
that.
your damage first, and if we need to, we can work it out.
Oof.
But I don't think it's gonna matter.
This guy's gonna be jelly.
Yeah, he doesn't have a lot left.
D6. So I'll do it. Just the roll. 24.
Yeah, he's dead. He's down. He goes unconscious.
Once he falls down, I would kneel to the orc, whisper in his ear, "You should have stayed on me," and pop a minor healing potion into him.
Okay. Fair enough. Once they both go down, Atron is on his feet. He's clapping. He is like, "Folks, gentle folks, ladles and gentle folks, look at our new favorites, the Maven of Death, bringer of dragons, and the ghost, her ghosted handmaid, no, partner. I don't know. He's better at this than I am. Spirit warrior. How about that? Have brought destruction upon our delightful Thrasher and Basher, who will have to take some time to recover. And the platforms come up. People scurry on, drag the bodies onto the platforms that go down. Are you guys going down on your platform now?
Is that where we have to go, or can we just walk away? Like, what do we?
All the other fighters have done that.
Then
But
yeah.
you could do like
yes.
a victory lap and you know.
Oh, then I'll fly around.
I
Victory lap.
Would it be too much to ask for me to like ride the dragon and just like rouse the crowd?
I'm large. Let's go.
Cool.
Okay, I will grab a scale, ride the dragon.
The crowd fucking loves it. They are eating this shit up. This is the best show they've seen in a while. Like, nobody else has turned into a dragon. That's dope. They're
And
excited.
then we
Alright, and then you land. You will probably have to undragon to get through the gap in the ground.
And I would also like to recover my armor and shield, please.
Yeah.
It only lasts for a minute, so I'd be
Okay.
mindful of the time.
Yeah. Fair enough. Cool. And then you disappear back into the fighting pit.
Yes.
almost as you get there, one of the Orient guards is there waiting and is like, the boss wants to see you.
Well, let's.
Yeah.
So you're gonna follow. You're gonna go with them.
Uh,
I would like to grab an apple on the way and keep it with me when we reach the boss.
yeah, I was gonna say, would it be okay to get a little protein first? I was just a dragon.
Of course. Yes.
So I go to the table, and can I see Arak?
Arak. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's still around.
I'm going to use message,
Hmm?
and I'm going to say, "Can you win?"
Mom.
I toss the apple at his head.
I love him. He needs to come back with us.
He's deeply confused by what is
Okay.
happening. The thing where people talk in his brain, he
Yeah.
he doesn't understand what's going on.
Hey, Arak, it is your mother. If you had to be in a fight today, do you think you could win the fight?
Depends. There was just a dragon, Mom. I can't beat a dragon. I'm just a drummer. If they put me
Don't-
against a dragon, I'm gonna become charcoal orc. He
Don't
looks
worry.
worried.
I think the dragon is done for the evening, but your friend Aksel has come to see you.
Axel's here. Mom,
He is.
why's your accent weird?
I went on a vacation, and it was to a distant land.
Oh. Okay.
That legit checks out.
Cool. Axel, yeah, that's good.
How much do you owe a lot, or if you win, can you leave this place?
He said when I make enough, I can leave.
How much?
I didn't ask.
Oh, okay. I am proud of you, son.
Thanks, Mama.
I love you very much. Have a good night.
Hey.
And I'm eating like a drumstick or something during this, and then I pet Magnus, and we will go with the guards if
Okay.
he is happy to go with them.
Yeah, he's got an apple.
Let's. Well, I threw it at the drummer, so I take another one.
Gong. I hate this place.
All right.
As we're walking, I will fill in
Sweet boy.
Magnus, and then I will fill in Aksel. Oh, I don't know if maybe Honey Biscuit will, but I'll do it if Honey
Okay.
Biscuit didn't.
All right. So you go back up to the box. Atron turns as you enter and he goes, the conquering heroes, what a show! Why did you not tell me you could turn into a dragon? That is, I would have put you on the top, the best show. That is, you did excellent work.
Yeah, but if I told you I could do that, it would not have been a surprise.
It was phenomenal. Would you consider being part of my regular lineup? Because that was wonderful.
Unfortunately, my life is further from here, and I could not. I
That
actually
is
saw
truly unfortunate.
somebody pretty handsome down there that kind of caught my eye. Anyway, I could buy his way out as well.
Oh, you like one of my fighters, do you? Which one?
What can I say? Oh, the big dumb one. Hard
That-
to narrow it down.
That doesn't help me.
I know. The one with
gonna-
the mohawk. I liked the hair.
Oh, he was a bit of a disappointment, to be perfectly honest with you.
No, so you don't mind if I buy him out?
He's strong and he can fight, but he doesn't seem to have the heart for it, you know? He just
That's the problem with drummers, no showmanship.
it was sad. It was Woo! I feel like I need to move away from Wellington right now.
Adam's yelling in the chat.
You'll keep, Frenchie. You'll keep.
Sorry, that was very distracting. I suppose I'll tell you what.
Hmm.
We will see what the books bring in. I feel like what you might have earned from that would have been a lot because they'd never bet against the noobs. I mean, you know what I mean.
Of
They
course.
they don't. Um, if it's enough, I'm happy to throw the drummer in because he was not what I hoped. I was just hoping he would eventually make back what he cost me.
Excellent. May I watch the rest of the fights from the stands?
Of course you may. Yes.
Magnus, you subjugate people so well beneath my feet. I enjoy it. Thank you.
I mean, I was
As
hoping
as you
something,
leave, he watches after you and he's like, such a shame they won't stay. What a crowd pleaser.
who says I'm not coming back? And I leave, biting into the apple.
Excellent. The two of you will find your way back to the stands. There are a number of other fights. Arak does fight. He loses.
Oh.
It's very clear that although he can fight and he has the strength and stuff, his heart's not in it. Like he doesn't feel like he's not fundamentally a fighter as a person. Just because he can doesn't mean he likes it. And so the more ferocious characters he gets pitted against are able to take advantage of that. Lorelei and Magnus, can I get each of you to roll me a performance check, please?
Prepare
Roll
for
well.
disappointment. Oh,
I don't-
19. Could have been worse.
19?
I have +0, so yeah.
23.
Okay. Okay. I'm figuring out how much that made you.
Ah,
I need to also roll for Atron. Good news is he has a good performance because he's showman.
Well,
Gertie
Jax is
gets
figuring out
60
stuff.
gold as well.
Yeah, Gertie would thank them for giving her 60 gold.
Yep. Oh,
fuck yeah.
you rolled good. All right. Okay.
Carry the two.
Yeah, it's a bit like that. After several bouts, another of the guards comes and invites the two of you back to Atron's box again. I assume you go with them. He says, "Well, we've done the maths on it, and you netted me a lovely sum of money. Your joint share of it is 720 gold pieces. However, if you still wish to purchase the Mohawked Orc, oh, that would have been a good stage name. Anyway,
Oh, yeah.
I will be willing to give you around 500 and the orc."
What do you think, Magnus?
Acceptable.
Excellent. Well, it's been a pleasure doing business with you. And if you ever want to come back and have another fight, I would be thrilled to accommodate you because that was an excellent show.
Do we get to keep the cards?
Of course. Of course.
Okay.
Please feel free to come visit anytime. Just try not to mention it amongst the more lawful of our community.
Who could ever be those kinds of people?
Oh, I'm sure you don't know anyone like that.
No. Does Arak come willingly?
Oh yeah, he's so confused by the situation. They're basically just like this lady has bought you, and he's like, oh, okay, hi lady,
Hello. Would you like to come out with me?
sure, I guess. Are you gonna
And-
turn into a dragon and make me fight you?
It is still a
Of course
6 then.
not.
Wow. Full circle.
Yeah, that's true. He's like, hang on, mom, are you my mom?
But-
I will grab him by the shoulder and say, I have neither the time nor the crayons to explain to you. Just follow.
He follows, confused. As you lead him up, presumably he will see Aksel. And as soon as he sees Aksel, his whole face lights up and he's like, Bro! Hi.
What are you doing, man? Like, why did you follow this guy?
Well, he said I could make some money, and he said a lot of nice things about my drumming. And then he gave me some sticks and told me to drum on people's heads. And I thought, that's a fun game. And then I had to fight a lot of people. And I beat some of them, but he kept saying that I still owed him money. And so I just kept trying in the hope that eventually he would let me go.
Have you
Anyway,
learned anything?
it's good to. What have I learned? I have learned that my conscience sounds like a little old lady, and that my mom is a dragon.
I swear I am not your mother.
You don't look
And
like
I'm
her.
not your conscience.
Oh God, it's my conscience as well.
Yeah, this.
You're the
yeah,
little old lady who is my conscience. Come
We
up
will
to my
tell you at
knees.
nightlife or wherever your home is.
Oh,
yeah.
oh
Let's
yeah.
get
I
out of
could-
here, man.
I
We'll
could
we'll
use a
explain it
beer.
all. Well,
All
it's-
right.
sounds like you've already had plenty.
Ah.
I
Yes,
would just.
Siren.
Oh, sorry.
Just
go
as
on.
we're looking to leave, Siren's very interested in the people that he clocked in the arena who were tattooed, if they are clocking us exiting.
They are definitely paying attention to Lorelei and
Mhm.
Magnus.
Okay.
It appears to be professional interest rather than personal, if
Okay.
that makes sense.
Yeah.
You would also probably have noticed, if you were specifically watching them, that they didn't bet. They were just watching.
Ah, that is interesting. That is fascinating.
And the more advanced along the scale of caterpillar to butterfly their tattoos show,
Mm.
the less inclined they were to bet, and the
Mhm.
more closely they were watching
Watching.
both the fighters and the audience.
Mhm. That tracks. Thank you.
Okay.
Once we are out and walking with the drummer, I would just go to him and be like, "You're probably a little bit grateful that we got you out, right?
Yeah.
Would you be willing to do me a favor in exchange for that rescue?"
Depends. What kind of favor?
Can you teach me how
learned
to
some
do
things.
drums?
Oh, sure. You just, yeah. It's not hard. As long as
Over
you've got
time,
some rhythm. You got some
just
rhythm?
trying to find a hobby.
Absolutely. I can teach you that. And he immediately starts explaining about, I don't know, about drum things. He starts explaining about drum things.
Axel's like, shit, man. I could teach you drums. It's not exactly hard.
But Lorelei
Really?
will
You don't
nudge
look like a drummer.
Axel. I'll nudge Axel and be like, look, he is learning. He didn't bite on Magnus's bit so quickly. Good.
Yep. He's dumb, but he's street smart, kind of. He just forgot to remember that at the
Yeah,
crucial moments.
He's not real smart. He's pretend smart.
Yeah, something like that. So you return to the nightlife. The other band members are delighted to see their big dumb friend. You fire the other drummer on the spot and put Arak back where he belongs.
Their big dumb
Probably
friend and
play
Arak.
several more delightful songs. Drink a lot of beer. Those of you inclined to drink beer and or whatever is around. Does anyone have anything else they would like to do this evening? Yes, Jordan.
So when they're back at the bar and they're drinking,
Hmm.
I assume Lorelei's either drinking or dancing or something. He'll be at the bar. He'll have a drink, but he'll be mumbling to himself in Draconic, and everybody that approaches her, he's just going to stare down and try to intimidate.
It's even funnier because Lorelei totally does not
It's
understand
oblivious.
Draconic.
Yep.
Wait,
Yes,
Scotty?
Axel.
Axel would ask Lorelei and Magnus what it took to get Arak out.
Just some winnings.
It was nothing. It was fun.
Some winnings. You mean he paid
Which-
you for? He paid you guys?
I mean, so long
Incredible.
as Magnus doesn't mind, I was assuming we would split it.
Well, yeah, that's the mission's goal. The mission's earnings.
It was our
yeah.
pay.
Oh, well, then that's even better. Well done. Like, amazing.
So we got the drummer and the money. Huge success.
Good show. The dragon clinched it, man.
I wonder. I'm gonna say Gertie is gonna drink, and at one point she's just gonna look at Stump and Lorelai and be like, "Do you think because I'm an old lady, if I turned into a gug, it would get more money, or a dragon?"
A gug and a dragon would be awesome.
I had something else I considered, but because of all of our dragon talk lately, I had to try. But if we were in a team bout together, Gertrude, imagine your really cool mask dragon and my red dragon.
Man. Nah, no.
I know it's
Don't
like
even go
silly
back.
that we would do that again.
Stump's out of it. He's just replying to you in Draconic. He's gone.
I will just go to Gertrude and slip her the card.
Yes, Axel.
Axel would like to ask his bandmates if they want to come back to Circle Creek and get the band back together, and he'll explain all the merchants and how it's a crossroads and that they could absolutely tear it up there.
Make a diplomacy check.
There aren't any other bands there, are there?
Circle Creek. There's the occasional wandering minstrel who wanders through, but no
So-
one
Yeah,
local.
you'd be the
So-
main act every time.
Some dickhead with a lute. Oh, I'm going to use my Church inspiration because that was in Nat 1.
Oh yeah.
24 diplomacy.
They think about it for a bit, and they're like, "Oh, yeah." But essentially, they agree to come for a while and see how it goes. They all feel like they're going to miss the big city in a small town like that,
Mhm.
but they're willing to come and hang for a bit.
Wait
Brad.
until they meet Jonetta.
Rock and roll holiday.
Or the entire Baxter clan.
Swear.
Yes. Stump.
Yeah,
He
I'm
will
assuming
give
during.
them this. Oh, sorry.
No, I was just gonna say I'm assuming during the talks that Axel doesn't mention like, hey, there's not as many like available people there to just go home with after.
He's going to give the same warning about farmers' daughters that he got from Enderley.
Yep.
But travelers passing through
Yep.
a free game.
Fair
and there's
game.
heaps of
Yep.
them.
That's pretty much what she said. She was like, don't shit where you eat.
Yeah.
Don't screw the crew.
Yes.
Good advice. All right. Was there anything else? In that case, I think we will leave you partying in Elder Castle after a very successful adventure. Magnus and Lorelei now have an open invitation to go and fight in the fight pits of Atron Bloodknuckle. They don't know this, but Atron also runs the big gladiatorial competitions that are more official and formal. This is just his side gig that he does when it's not, this is the small time side gig thing.
Yeah, when it's not in season.
Yeah, exactly.
This is the minor leagues. Yep.
Yeah. This
if-
is the training ground where he gets people into the bigger thing. Yes, Axel?
And if you want to watch a movie that's completely ripped off the story, watch The Hangover and then Gladiator.
I have only seen one of those, and I will never watch the other one. So, yeah, that's us. So thank you very much to you 6 lovely people for coming on this adventure with me. I hope it was fun for you. It was fun for me. I enjoyed getting to finally show you all my capital city that has lived in my brain for so long, and that we haven't actually managed to visit until now. People in the audience. Thank you for watching and being a part of this craziness. We will be back in 2 weeks' time with a game called The Blood of the Sorcerer.
Ooh.
which has a bit of backstory stuff for one of our characters. So we'll be following that road a bit and see where it leads. Thank you for being here. Wherever you are, whatever you're doing, have a beautiful time zone. Bye bye.